Hey everyone, good morning. I'm Priyanshi Agrawal and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now we are going to solve today's Leetcode daily challenge, which is remove all occurrences of a substring. Okay, so let's see what is this question and how we can solve it. So in this question, you are given two strings s and part. Perform the following operations on s until all occurrences of the substring part are removed. And you need to find the leftmost occurrence of the substring part and remove it from S and return S after removing all occurrences of part. And a substring is a contiguous sequence of characters in a string. Okay, so in this question you have been given a string S, let's say D A A B C B A A B C B C, right? And a string part that is A B C, and you need to remove all the occurrences of ABC from this string S. Okay, so let's see what all occurrences are there. So here this is one ABC, right? And then after removing this ABC, what it will become? DA B A B C B C, right? And then we will remove further occurrences of part, that is this ABC. Okay, now it will become DA B B C, right? Now there is also one more occurrence of ABC. Now the final resultant string will become DAB, right? So what we need to do is we need to iterate on this complete string and remove the occurrence of part and then concatenate this left and the right substring, right? So the brute force approach for this will be, we will start iterating on this string S and then we see for a particular index, we will check whether it contains part. Okay, if it contains part, then we will need to remove that part and concatenate that left and right substring. Okay, so but what will be its complexity? We go of n, let's say its length is n, its length is m. So for iterating on S, its complexity will be n, and for checking whether it contains part or not, it will be m. And then again for concatenating this left and right substrings, again it will take n complexity. So the overall complexity will become n square m. Okay, let's see the constraints once whether it will work or not. Okay, so length of a string and part will be 10 ki power 3, can be up to 10 ki power 3. So it will be 10 ki power 3 ki power 3, right? So it is 10 ki power 9, which is going to give us theory. Okay, so it means we need to think of some better approach. Okay, so like in this we have to iterate on the S, right? And we have to check whether this string contains part or not. So this n into m can't be reduced right now, but can we reduce this complexity for concatenating this left and right substrings? Yes, we can reduce here, because like let's say if we can use a stack, here we will not use the stack explicitly, but we will use our result string as a stack. Okay, let's see how. Let me just write down the string again. What was that? D A A B C B A A B C B C. Okay, and our part was A B C. Okay, so let's see how we will reduce that complexity. So let's say we have a result string. Okay, now we will start iterating on S. Okay, so this is D. Okay, we will add it to our result string. Does the size of the result is greater than or equals to part? No. If it is less than, then obviously it can't contain part, right? Okay, let's move forward. Now we will add A. Again, its size is less than part, so it can't contain part as a substring. Let's move forward. Again, add A in our result. Okay, now its size is equal to the part. Okay, so we will check whether it contains part or not. No, it doesn't contain part. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, now add B in our result. Okay, now its length is still greater than the part. We will again check whether these last three characters are equals to part or no. So we will again move forward. Okay, now we will add C. Again we will check whether it contains part. Yes, it contains part. So what we will do? we will simply pop back these elements from our result. Okay, so here we are not using stack explicitly, but we will pop out the characters from our result. Okay, now let's move forward. Add b. Again we will check its length is equals to the part. No, it doesn't contains part. Okay, let's move forward. Again add a. No, it still doesn't contains part. Let's move forward. Again it doesn't contains part. Let's move forward. B, again it doesn't contains part. Okay, let's move forward. Oh, now it contains part. Okay, so let's pop out these characters from the result. Now it will become DABA. Now let's move forward. Okay, again it still doesn't contains part. Let's move forward. Oh, now it again contains part. Let's pop out these elements from this result, and our final result string will be this. Let's match it from our answer. Yeah, it's DAB, right? So what we need to do is we will need to iterate in our S and keep on adding those characters in our result and check whether it contains part or not. If it contains, then pop out those elements from the result and then keep on iterating on our S. Okay, now let's try code this so that you will get better idea. Let's store the length of the S and part in variables n and m, and initialize a string as a string result. Now let's start iterating in our S. I is less than n, I plus plus, and we will push that character in our result, and we will check if the result dot length is greater than or equals to part dot length, and then result dot substr result dot length minus part dot length is equals to part. So what we are doing here, we are taking out the last part dot length characters from the result and checking whether they are equals to part or not. If yes, then we need to pop out those elements. Okay, so we will need to pop out this size elements, size number of elements we can say. So while size minus minus, simply pop out those elements. Cool. Now by the end of this loop, just return this result. Let's try run this. It's working fine. Let's try submitting it. Yeah, it's working fine. So now let's talk about its time and space complexity. So its time complexity will be big O of n for this, and big O of m for this substr and this popping off. So its time complexity will be big O of n into m, and this space complexity will be big O of 1 while not considering this result string space. So yeah, this was all for this question. I hope you get it, but if you still have any doubts, then you can post in the comment section. I will surely try to answer them. Till then, bye guys, see you in the next video.